Hey friends, welcome to our Building an Online Coaching Business call. I'm so excited that you're here, or if you're catching the replay, I'm so excited that you're catching the replay. I really wanted to open this up with the $1,000,000 question, because this is what I was asked when I first fell into this opportunity. And it's, if you had all the time and money in the world, what would your life look like? I feel like in this day and age, we're not given that opportunity to really dream big enough, or we can only see so far in front of us. And we forget that in life, every opportunity is truly available to us. And one of the things that I learned very early on is building a business from the ground up. While it's not necessarily easy work, it can be incredibly rewarding. It is incredibly rewarding. And it can also gift you all of the abundance of things you want to do. So think about that. And I'd actually encourage you to journal on it this evening or this afternoon. Like, if you had all the time and money in the world, what would your life look like? Would you be mission passionate? Would you be giving to a cause? Would you be traveling the world? Would you be spending more time with your family? Would you have a specific lifestyle or career? But really journal on it and dream big. At the beginning of my business, I dreamt all of these things, from owning a home out here in San Diego to a plethora of things. And I've, over the years and through hard work, been able to create a lot of these things in my life. So I want to welcome you to dream big and know that it can happen for you as well. So for those of you that haven't met me yet, my name is Meredith Ganau. We are a 6-time elite team. I'm a 6-time elite coach, about to be a 7-time elite coaching team. So I have 7.5 years partnered with Team Beachbody. Some of my accolades are listed here on the slides. Legacy Club means that over the course of time with Team Beachbody that I've accumulated more than a $1 million income. And let me say that Team Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income from the Team Beachbody coach opportunity. And that's really what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about, I'm going to share with you my story about how I built this business from a shoestring budget to where it is today, and receiving an accolade like that, to how you can build your business as well, right? And I say that with excitement, but I also say that with hesitation to overshare on the potential of the business, because in the end, it is really up to you and what you do. Not everybody's going to achieve the accolades that I've achieved, because a lot of people go out the back door the minute that things get hard on themselves, right? Because this business is really about building yourself. So when I found Team Beachbody, I'm actually going to stop the share and just share a little bit of my story. Hey, Jessica, look, we have 2 Jessas on the line. So a little bit of my story. When I found Team Beachbody, it was 7.5 years ago, and I stumbled upon my coach on Instagram. She was sharing her journey with Team Beachbody products, and I didn't realize that it was Team Beachbody, but she was sharing she had a 60-day transformation from doing a fitness challenge with Shaun T. She was talking about how she was getting rewarded from a health and fitness company for helping at least 3 people a month. She was talking about the trips that she was earning with this company. She was talking about just simply starting to diversify her income, and how great it made her feel to be helping other people while she was working on herself. And I was really at this crossroads in my life. And let me also say, I feel like those coaches who enroll with Team Beachbody and decide to really do something, they are the ones that come in the most broken. Like, we come in broken, and we find so much healing and support and love and growth through this opportunity that we can't help but want to share it. But I truly did come in broken. I was a full-time yoga teacher at the time. Life was not easy. I was living paycheck to paycheck. I was 37 years old. I wasn't in the skin that I want to be in. You know, in that yoga studio setting, I worked with a lot of younger women, and we were in front of, like, our yoga classes had mirrors, right? So all day long, I'm in front of mirrors. I'm in front of these tiny little women. And it was almost like and not to talk bad about the yoga studio I worked with, but it was a corporate business. And I will say that the 99% of the women that worked there were trim, they were fit, they were beautiful, they had hot bodies. Like, there was a presence, right? And so every single day, it's funny because you would go to a yoga studio where you preach non-judgment and all these things, but you're confronted with the comparison game of, for me, it was aging. I'm not in the body I want to be in. I'm teaching health and wellness, but I'm stuck in my own struggles, right? Like, I would come home at the end of the day after helping people all day long and numb my own personal issues with food or wine or what have you. And I was just at that space where I needed a change in career, or at least some growth in my career. I was capped at the yoga studio. And like I said, I was chasing paychecks around town and really living paycheck to paycheck. And I also was in that space where I wanted to transform my body. I was doing plenty of yoga, but I felt, for lack of better words, kind of skinny fat, right? Like I was just like, I felt like I was so fit in my body and I just couldn't see it on the outside. And I was very frustrated with that. So my journey into this was really to work on myself. It just happened to be, I was also very interested in health and wellness. That's what I was doing. I was certified as a holistic health practitioner because I love holistic healing. And that kind of gave me, I guess, the confidence to be able to say, you know what, I think I want to be a coach too. I want to work on myself. I want to earn my investment in my challenge pack back, which is the bundle that I got started with. I want to have some friends join me because I know that I'm the worst at staying accountable to myself. And I just felt like if I showed up in a new way with new people in a new environment, that I might just start to do life differently. I was so hungry for that change. So that's really where my journey began for me. It started with a 60-day challenge and deciding to go all in on my fitness, going all in on my Beachbody challenge, go all in on my nutrition, really embrace that title as a coach and invite my friends to stay accountable with me. And I really started building my business from the get-go. And truly over the years, what ended up happening, and again, it's been 7.5 years. My business didn't explode overnight, but over that course of 7.5 years of always choosing to work on myself and always choosing to dig into the mindset work and leaning into our community and getting on our business elevation calls and truly wanting to help people radically change because I know how bad we can feel and how stuck we can be. Truly being passionate about that has allowed for the longevity of my business and to build trust with the individuals who would eventually come onto my team. And together we would work together. I would teach them how to build a business and build our team. So that's really where we're at today is, and that's why I say in the beginning, I hesitate sometimes to say, some of my accolades, because can you achieve things like I did? Can you achieve Legacy Club? Can you, build a 6-figure income? Could you build a full-time income? Could you fire your boss? You can, right? But you have to be willing to do the work. There's one thing that I know from the seat of a coach now, and it's that we as coaches have the tools to completely transform our life. And I know that I can help you with that, but what I can't help you with and what I can't change for you is your desire to want to do that for yourself. That desire to change needs to be cultivated within you. And if you're as deeply passionate and committed to that dream, right? When I said, what would you do if you had all the time and money in the world? If you can find so much clarity in your vision and so much drive in your vision, then absolutely we have the tools to help you get there and you can achieve some incredible accolades. But if you don't have that desire within yourself, there's only so much that myself or any of the coaches on the team can do to really help you achieve those goals. But do know that those opportunities really are there for you should you want to truly transform your life and build an incredible business. We've had so many women on our team that have walked in my footsteps and done this for themselves. But again, some of the women you see here have been working on our team for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, right? And yes, they have amazing businesses. And yes, some of these women are earning full-time incomes and building their families. Literally, they're all raising babies as they build their business from home. And all of them started on the front end with either a full-time job or as a full-time mom and filtered this in on the side, just like I did. I worked full-time for the first 3 years of my business, and I grew this outside of my full-time business. So, being an entrepreneur is amazing. It's rewarding. It's fun. And the reality is no one can dictate your growth but you, which is what's exciting about being an entrepreneur is, you don't have a boss. You get to choose what you achieve and how far you go. But it's not going to happen overnight. I do want to lay that out just because of the accolades that I laid out. So what does it really mean to be a coach? And what do we do as coaches? We are partnered with the world's best fitness company, Team Beachbody. I'm really excited to share with you some of the innovations and big things that are just happening with Team Beachbody right now. Team Beachbody's been around for 10 years, but our job, actually they've been around for 20 years. Our job is to really work on ourselves. So if you're brand new to this, maybe you've done one of our challenges before, so you really understand it. But if you're brand new, it's really to go all in, just like I did with my first challenge, and to follow our meal plan, and to follow our nutrition programming, and to follow our fitness programming to a T for your first 21, 30, 60 days, and to work on yourself for your own personal transformation, whether that's, be it physical, whether that's mental, emotional, proving to yourself that you can do something that you've never done before, whether it's that you want to gain more energy or be stronger for your children, right? It's whatever you want, but we use Team Beachbody resources to get there, and we share our journey and encourage and inspire other people. And as coaches, we essentially become accountability coaches. So we run BOD groups, which I'll share with you about in a bit, but essentially we bring new clients in, new coaches in, and we partner with them to get the goals that we want to get to together. Some people join our community really just for the heightened accountability, for the fun and the commitment of the community. Others truly decide to build a business like I did. So like I said, Beachbody's been around for 20 years. They are the innovators who have put out the world's best home fitness, including 21 Day Fix, P90X, Insanity, Lift 4, Morning Meltdown. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. They're all created by celebrity master trainers. So the way you can also think about it is you literally have the world's best trainers and a virtual gym in your back pocket. So when you help clients get enrolled with a Team Beachbody program and you help them stay accountable, and you do as well, you literally have a gym in your back pocket with the best trainers working for you. So everything that's in our app, we truly have the most comprehensive wellness app, and it's continuing to innovate. But right now we have guided meditations. We've got 2 different full nutrition courses where you're actually learning through video modules about nutrition. We have an abundance of meal plans and for a variety of preferences, whether you're vegan, vegetarian, etc., grain-free. We have a full cooking show on there, guidance on meal prepping, guidance on how to shop and organize your kitchen. We have our BOD groups, which I'll share with you in just a moment, and we have over 55 fitness programs already built into our app, each with its own fitness calendar. And then we also have our BOD groups, which is where you as a coach would be hosting your own group or partnering with myself or your sponsoring coach to run an accountability group. And this is really where the magic happens. And if you have never joined, if you're on this call and you're like, I've never been in an accountability group, this is very foreign to me, this is truly where you find so much joy. It is women just like you, individuals just like you from US, UK, Canada, France. Sometimes we have people internationally because we have a program for individuals that are in the military as well. So we've got a lot of military women that join from throughout the world, but we're all in there working on ourselves together. We're doing the same challenges together. We're pressing play together. We're following our meal plans together. We're sharing our wins. We're sharing our struggles, and we're cheering each other on. And I can tell you, the magic of this group is when you're having a hard day and you're like, I don't really want to press play on my health today. And you get in and someone who's has life harder than you is doing it, is showing up anyway. All of a sudden your perspective changes and you start to show up in a new way for yourself. And it's just truly rewarding, the community that this creates. So this is all built into our app. We have one app for everything. And when I say app, I don't necessarily mean like an app on your phone. Yes, we have an app for phone, Facebook, or phone, iPad, etc. You can do it on a smart TV. I use my laptop. This is also at beachbodyondemand.com. So you can log in from many different ways. Additionally, we have world-class supplements. So we've got Shakeology, which is premier superfoods and optimal wellness. There's a great show on Netflix I always love to talk about called Down to Earth. The host is Zac Efron and the co-host is Darren O'Lean. Definitely check it out. It's amazing. Darren O'Lean is the superfood hunter and co-creator of Shakeology. A lot of people have seen the show, so I love to talk about it. We also they have like a second season coming up I'm really excited for. We have our state-of-the-art performance line, which is for athletic performance. So there's pre-workout, post-workout, hydration tonics. We've got our Ultimate Portion Fix and 2B Mindset, which is our nutrition course programming. We've got 3-day refresh and ultimate reset, which is our cleanse programs. We've got beach bars. We've got kids nutrition. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. So everything is available in your supplement store. And of course, you do get a kickback on all of that. That's part of how you build a business. So I'll be sharing that with you in just a moment. But one of the things that I wanted to make sure, and really why I'm having this call today, is because some really big things have happened with Team Beachbody just this past week. Beachbody has been a private company for the past 20 years, which means it's been self-funded. So basically they didn't have to borrow capital to do all the innovations that they've continued to do over the years. But as leaders in home fitness, and as home fitness continues to gain more and more popularity, especially with everything that has happened in the past year and everybody moving things online and really making their homes their home gym, we want to stay at the forefront of creating the most comprehensive wellness app and opportunities. So Beachbody just merged with NYX Bikes, which is like that cycle bike you see in the bottom corner, along with an acquisition company that can offer us a ton more capital. Some of the individuals coming on are like the executives at Disney Plus. So as far as our integration is continuing to go onto a digital platform, we're working with the best of the best of the best. So what Body is, BODI, is an interactive part of our app that is going to be launching this September. And for those of you that are getting in early, you're going to be able to beta test it in August, which is really great. Just us coaches that get in early can beta test it. But Body is going to be an interactive live platform where we have live classes every single week. So you can sign up for a variety of classes, anything from HIIT, cardio, boot camp, Pilates, bar, you can see live cycling, all of those things. And if you're one of the top first 100 individuals to enroll in the class, you get put on what's called a podcast. So you can see like kind of the faded image in the background of that guy's working out in front of a panel, right? And that panel has all these video images on it. So if you decide to join in as be one of those first 100, you can also turn your video on and be in that classroom with your trainer. So they can literally look at you and be like, Jess, you're doing awesome. Tanya, you're killing it, right? And really call you out in class, which is amazing. So this is completely innovative. Nobody is doing it. And it's one of the biggest thing that's going to be happening in home fitness, whether you want to actually be on the podcast or not. But so we do have multiple classes coming out. Those are going to continue to build over the course of the winter and into next year as well. So some of the fun innovations. And I also think it's important to talk about that because when you go live with it, now the company has gone public with that merger, which means we're on the New York Stock Exchange. When you do something like that and you've got more eyeballs on you, more awareness around you, there are a lot of individuals seeking home fitness that are going to continue to come to Beachbody, even more droves now because of the awareness around it. And that means an increase in individuals who need coaches, who need support. One of the things that Beachbody does as part of the perks of Team Beachbody is when you are an Emerald ranked coach, which simply means you've grown your team by 2, and you're in Success Club, which means that you've helped 3 people in a month get started, you start to get company generated leads. These are individuals who have elected to find Beachbody through themselves. They don't have a coach. They just log on to Team Beachbody and they're like, I want to check out your programming, or I want to buy a free trial, or whatever it is. Beachbody then gives you that client. So you have an opportunity to have a lead of a client that you wouldn't know. Someone, not like a family, not a friend, someone who truly needs your help, and you have the opportunity to truly help them and invite them into your accountability group. So it's really, really cool. That's just one of the many perks. We also get 25% off anything that we buy from the Beachbody store. We get 25 to 40% in earnings. We have generous bonuses based on our compensation plan from our team building side. There are prizes and trip rewards. So I mentioned earlier about briefly about trips, but if you help 3 people a month for an entire calendar month, you earn a trip for you +1 to a tropical destination. I have gone on every trip that they've ever hosted for the past 7.5 years, and these trips are bar none the best. They're ridiculous. We've been to Cancun, Grand Cayman Islands, Cozumel, Dominican Republic, the Riviera Maya, so just outside Tulum. Truly, the list goes on and on. Bahamas, Jamaica, Haiti, all of these places. And they're truly stunning. They're all expenses paid. You pay your airfare, and then we either go on a cruise or we stay at a like world-class hotel, and your food and everything is comped. And that's for helping 3 people in a month. That's it. You get first access to new programs. We have a new program that's in its pre-launch coming up shortly. So you're going to have the opportunity to get in before anybody else can get in on that. And of course, we have the opportunity to help others and help yourself get the best accountability and the results possible. There is a business service fee. So this is your overhead. It's $15.95 to run your Beachbody business, which blows my mind. If you were to open a brick and mortar business, any business, you're literally going to have thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars of overhead for your employees, your back office things, your rent, et cetera, et cetera. Your business literally costs you under $16 to run. And Beachbody has an online office that sorts all of your clients, that sorts any sort of marketing materials you might need to build your business. Everything you need is on there. And there is customer service 24/7. So you have coach relations, customer service. So if you have a client that has some sort of issue, they need to do an exchange or return or what have you, you're there to help your client. But Team Beachbody in the end is doing that. You don't have to buy inventory and resell it. You don't have to like stock stuff in your house. Everything is through your links. People purchase it and then Team Beachbody sends it out. And there is no contracts, there are no quotas, et cetera, et cetera. So let's say you get enrolled as a coach and you decide in 3 months from now, you know what, I'm really enjoying using Team Beachbody, but I'm probably not going to build my business and I'm not always using the supplements. You can always downgrade your account to preferred customer or to a customer account. So that's always an option for you as well. And then all of us get started with what's called a challenge pack, and they all look differently. Generally, we all set you up with whatever's on promotion right now, so you get the absolute best deal for the most comprehensive pack. But your starter pack's going to come with either Superfood Shakeology or a performance stack, which is pre and post workout. Or if you want to try all 3 supplements, you can. You'll get access to both of our nutritional video-based courses. You get access to all of the programs. You get access to the all of the meal plans that are on there. You get a food tracker, shaker bottle, all of that. And you also still get a 30-day money back guarantee with it. So you can do, especially if you're biting off your first challenge is like 21 days, you can bite off your 21-day challenge or your 30-day challenge, drink your Shakeology or your performance for 30 days. And if you don't see a result, your coach will help you get in touch with Beachbody to do the refund. It's a very, very easy process. I can tell you from coaching for 7.5 years, there has been few times that I've had people lean on this. And the reality is this is what gave me confidence to buy it, right? I was a struggling yoga teacher when I started, but this is what gave me confidence because I was like, I know I can try this for 30 days. And if it's not my jam, I can send it back. So I do want you to know that's available for you. As you get started as a coach, it's available for all of your clients and your future coaches as well to be able to lean on that. I don't know any smoothie bar that would let you buy shakes for a month, go in every day, get your superfood shake, go about your day, and then at the end of the month, go back into the smoothie shop and be like, hey, I don't think I liked it. Can I get all my money back, right? Like, it's just not going to happen. So it's a very unique opportunity. And I want to close with a couple, just these last couple slides. One is just kind of a small overview. Our team is now, I want to say, about 11,000 health advocates across the US, UK, Canada, and France. Clearly, I don't know them all. That's what I love to call the ripple of wellness, is helping somebody get their feelers in this business. We do business elevation calls weekly. So helping them not just open their business and learn how to launch it, but learn how to scale it so they can develop a business for themselves, so they can achieve the accolades that they want to achieve, so they can, you know, run with the vision that they had. But this is just a small picture of some of the women that I work with personally. You'll find that you generally work with a smaller amount of women, and then kind of co-mentor a bigger amount of women as your team continues to unfold. But, you know, it's women from all walks of life. There are nurses on the team. There are hairdressers on the team. There are women that work in education. There are women who are moms that's what their job is they're a full-time mom. There are women who are social workers. Truly, it is a little bit of everything. Women from all over the globe. And what I truly enjoy is that when you look at this, look at the radiance of all of these individuals. Like, these are women who are committed to their health, who are using our supplements, who are using our programs, who show up and inspire and lead teams in our coaching. And that to me speaks volumes, is just how they decide to show up for themselves and how they decide to come out and the world begins to see them, right? So just a little project to you and we'll wrap this up. I just want you to imagine where you could be if you started something new today and stayed consistent with it for the next 365 days, right? Like even something small, what would it look like if you drank Shakeology or a superfood supplement for the next 365 days? You know, would you, it's clinically proven to help you lose weight, gain more energy. So would it help you with those things? What would change if you followed our nutrition programming for 365 days, world-class fitness for 365 days, programming that is proven to give you results, is proven to transform your life? What if for 365 days, you read personal development? This is something we do as a coach. We ask you for 10 minutes a day to focus on your mindset, whether that's listening to an audio or there's books that we'll recommend as well. What would that mean in 365 days from now if you practice that much self-love, that you read 10 minutes of personal development that fed your mind? Where could you be if you had a coach that helped you stay accountable? And where would you be if you had the tools to actually get results for yourself? Where could you be if you had a positive, supportive community of women leveling you up? How would your life change? Would it be radically different? Where could you be if you attended our weekly masterminds, our business elevation calls with your mentor and your coach, and our other incredibly powerful calls across our network? We have them every single week. It's not just from the leaders on our team, but we pick the best of the best leaders in our entire network, and we have them share their best practices with you. Everybody shares, everybody elevates each other. Where could you be if you were given plug and play tools to build a business and all you had to do was show up and build it for you? What might start to go right? What might you create? And what might begin to change? Who might you become in the process? So I really wanted to wrap that sort of presentation up there so that you guys have a broad understanding of the tools that we have to use, what this business can truly do for you, but also an understanding that all of this takes time. There are no guarantees. The only guarantee is that you'll have the tools, you'll have the support, you'll have the trainings to radically change your life. You just have to find the desire within you. You have to cultivate the desire within you to want to take hold of that and to run with our team. So that all shared, I'm gonna close the recording of the call. Let me just close that up really quick. So that if anyone's listening to the replay, they don't have to sit in any longer.